this is why exclusive contracts are complete BS. A lot of you might not know this, but I'm actually a huge sports ball fan. Big fan of my Milwaukee Bucks, my perpetually bad Milwaukee Brewers, obviously my Green Bay Packers. I'm a sports nut, as you might say, a total homer for the sports team. I even watched the minor league teams here locally, although there's no minor league ball this year. So I play a lot of sports video games. It's one of my secret shames. I don't talk about it because I know that they're a huge ripoff, but I have EA Origins, so I get to play Madden every year and not feel guilty about paying $70 for just updated rosters. And probably the worst offender is NBA 2K. NBA 2K is riddled with microtransactions and absurd pricing. But just look at this BS. So we're going to get NBA 2K21 September 4th, all right? And they've had to break down the platform that you want to buy it on, right? Because we've got new PlayStation and we've got new Xbox coming out before the end of the year. NBA 2K21, $59.99. That's if you want to play it on your PS4, your current generation Xbox, PC, or Stadia. Stadia. Then you have the NBA 2K Mamba Forever Edition, which is only available for Xbox and PlayStation consoles for $40 more. Now, both teams, my team points, that's their microtransaction BS. Tokens, cards, and progress carry across console generations, Xbox One to Xbox Series X, PS4 to PS5, and earned and shared VC is between console generations. So, well, thank God. The money you give multi-billion-dollar corporation 2K for microtransactions is safe from console to console. But interestingly, first of all, I don't know, $40 more to profit off Kobe Bryant's death. I don't like it. I'm not a fan of it. That's just me. Maybe I wasn't a Kobe guy. I like the Bucks. I respect Kobe's game. He's probably top 7 player all time, maybe. Definitely top 10. No disrespect to him. I don't know. It feels weird paying extra money unless they're donating the money or something like that. It feels weird. All right. But holiday 2020, which is when the new consoles come out, look what we have here. You have to rebuy the game. You have to rebuy it, and it's $10 more. So first of all, we can already see the next generation console, we're going to see a 20% increase in price because 2K Games is going to establish, there's price fixing between these video game companies, all right? But here's where things get crazy. NBA 2K21 price is $10 more expensive on Xbox Series X and PS5. This tells us, first gen details suggest higher pricing for games on new machines, which is bull. Are they just going to scale up the graphics and charge us $10 more? I doubt they're not redeveloping the entire game just for the PS5. That's $10 more on the PS4 and Xbox One edition. It's the first hint that next generation may lead to higher software prices as development costs are expected to increase with the new machines. Yeah, and say nothing of the billions you make scamming your players who get addicted to gambling. By the way, these games should be marked M, given their gambling mechanics. The issue around the game pricing was discussed by former PlayStation exec Sean Layden during the Game Lab conference. He told attendees at the event, "It's been $59.99 since I started in the industry, but the cost of the games has gone up 10 times. Bull. I don't believe the cost of your games are 10 times more expensive now. You might be overpaying people then. You might be spending a little bit too much on marketing. You might be hiring a little bit too many corporate sponsors or corporate professional athletes, or maybe you're sponsoring too many streamers. It's been okay. If you don't have elasticity on the price point, but you have huge volatility on the cost line, the model becomes more difficult. I think this generation is going to see two imperatives collide. 2K21 has multiple versions, including the one that crosses two console generations. The Bryant-fronted Mamba Forever Edition is available across platforms for $99 and will feature a host of extra digital content, In addition, anyone who purchases that version can get the standard version of the game on the next generation at no cost. Meaning, you're going to buy the game in fall. If you want to play it on your current gen and you want to get next gen, you have to buy it twice. Or they're going to force you to pay $100 for the game. That's the option they give you. Oh, GameIndustry.biz. Can you spell? Within a console. So if you buy the PS4 Mama Forever, it's Mamba, you get the standard version on PS5 as part of the package. Why don't you give the better package? That's even worse. That's even more insulting. So you're going to be like, well, if you want the Mamba edition on the PS4 and the PS5, you have to buy it twice. $200 for the game. For a game loaded with microtransactions. I've always resisted buying NBA 2K games because 2K games are bug-filled. They've ruined the wrestling series. I've always resisted. Madden is bad enough, but I am a huge basketball fan. And I love basketball games. Except, I just bought... Here's what I'm going to do with my money instead. I didn't know if you knew this, but Arcade 1-Up is coming out with an NBA Jam console where you can actually play people across the internet. I'd rather spend my money on that. At least NBA Jam, you get the game. You know what you're going to get. There's not endless microtransactions. You see, leaving it to Take-Two. The line has been drawn in the sand. Will others publishers follow? Yes, of course they will. Stay tuned as the coming generation still has a lot of muck to wade through it. Like you know, the cost of the PS5 and the Series X. As reported by GameIndustry.biz, NBA 2K21 will have an MSRP of $69.99 on the PS5, Xbox Series X, $10 price increase over the respective PS4 and Xbox One editions. You're talking about having costs. You see this. I'll tell you this. When prices went from $50 to $60, the standards for what I was willing to pay went up. For $70, that's a big ask, especially if you're going to harass me with season passes and microtransactions. I'll likely still buy stuff I really want to play, but that's it. I currently buy about 50 games a year. At $70, that number is going to go down to like 20. This is a bad move anytime. But during a massive recession, well, 2K is earning their reputation for bottomless greed. Here's another comment. What a completely tone-deaf time to make this sort of announcement. There's a pandemic. The United States has the worst unemployment numbers since the Great Depression. The world is in complete turmoil in general, and consumers have less spending money now than ever. So let's increase the price of our games and act like we need the money when microtransactions already brought enough profit to fully fund the next 10 games. And by the way, I don't just cover video games. I cover pop culture, I cover streaming, I cover movies, music, entertainment, 3 to 5 videos a day, 6 days a week. Many of my viewers are not subscribed, almost 40%. I hope that today will be the day that I've earned your subscription. And if you do so feel I've earned it, there's a red subscribe button right below the video or on the main channel page. I hope that you'll hit it so you can just keep up to date with all my latest uploads. It just makes finding my videos easier because I upload so many. It's easy to miss them since notifications are unreliable. Here's another comment. At this point where I don't buy most games at launch anymore. That's where I am too. With all the DLC passes, microtransactions, subscription services, and all that crap. I'd rather just wait for the complete edition to come out a year or two later. Besides, there are a lot of high-quality games from smaller studios available for significantly less than that, so why bother? I 100% agree. Heck, even CD Projekt Red, I didn't buy Witcher 3 until like 3 years later. And I got all of the DLC and everything for like $20. Next comment. Sports games in particular shouldn't be doing this considering they are barely updated every year. Plus, the microtransactions are egregious in NBA 2K. Read the room, 2K. I would have gladly paid $70 for The Last of Us 2. What? The idea of paying $70 a game with the loot boxes, paid XP boosts, and some other microtransactions is flat out insulting. I don't understand. It's becoming easier every day for me to play older games. Yeah, I have a whole collection of back catalog NES games, back catalog of Switch games, back catalog of PS4. I still haven't even played Dark Souls. I have no incentive to pay $70 for a video game. Period. End of story. When Final Fantasy VII came out, it was like I couldn't wait to play it, right? Couldn't wait. But then I realized, you know, I'm just going to wait till all the episodes are out and I can play it all together. Like, I don't really have any interest in getting piecemealed parts of the game. And you know what? Time passed and I just completely forgot about it till right now. And I really hope that people start kind of doing the same thing, because what the gaming industry is doing, especially in sports, I mean, especially in sports, where there's a monopoly. If I want to play a football game, it's got to be EA's crap. If I want to play a basketball game, it's got to be 2K's crap. This is untenable. The NFL and the NBA should not be giving these people exclusive contracts. It's why we had so many crappy Star Wars games put out at EA for year after year after year, because they don't care. Disney doesn't care about the license for this stuff, and apparently the NBA and the NFL don't care about their license either, or the customers that love their game, that love their product, that just want to have fun playing it, but get endless piles of crap loaded with loot boxes and predatory microtransactions. I hope you enjoyed this video, and screw you, 2K Games.